hello everyone, and welcome back to Repeat! My name is Deckerlink, the trained non-professional, and on the last episode, we ate chocolate, and I'm on a diet, you know, that kind of shit. But, I looked it up, and by that I mean I looked at the comment that told me it. I do not do walkthroughs for any of these things. It's all blind, right? Apparently, if you say, I want to live, then he'll respond in shock. I said, I wish to live, and he doesn't seem to say anything, so we will see what happens here. You want to hear a little story instead? A story? Yeah, my story. Oh, thank God, we actually get to learn something about this motherfucker. Michael closed his eyes and sat back in his chair. He looked so tired. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a little star fell from the sky. That star was very bitter. He hated people. They were always demanding stars for selfish things. More wealth, more vanity, more attention. The little shooting star dreaded what kind of person he would wish upon him. Someone selfish, someone pretentiously good-willed, or would no one wish upon him at all? As it turned out, a little 6-year-old boy wished upon the star. That little boy's wish broke his heart. It was a wish no one should have made, especially not a child. It was quite a foolish wish. No, seriously, John, it was a really stupid wish. I was inches from punching you in the face. Damn it! Okay, so yeah, apparently if you say, I want to live, he responds in shock. But, I said, I wish to live, so I'm getting this. What? I don't remember this at all. Of course you don't. You were 6. But that does not excuse your stupidity. What did I even wish for? I'm not gracing you with an answer. Just thinking about it always makes me want to throw you off a roof. Geez, it couldn't have been that bad. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm still here. That means a part of you still wants that wish to be granted. I'm still glad that I've stayed with you for so long, but for your sake, I'll hope I'll never be granted. Echo sighed and placed a comforting hand on my shoulder. His skin was cool to the touch like a refreshing spring breeze. I have an odd feeling that terrible things will start happening to you and those around you. Enjoy your summer while you can, John. It won't last forever. Well, if my theory on this game is correct, it kind of fucking does. Alright, so that's the end of day 5. Oh, sorry, I saw chapter 4 and I was like, wait a minute, that was day 5, wasn't it? So yeah, chapter 4, day 6. Polarized. Because it's the camera, they get polarized. That Saturday, sunlight streamed through the window as I tried to keep my eyes open at the kitchen table. Everyone was up early for some ungodly reason, but at least Sissel was cooking up a delicious breakfast for us. Well decided Owen was forbidden from cooking anything. The kid was a walking fire hazard. Sissel gave Philip an earful for blowing up the toaster a few days ago. He's pretty protective of his kitchen. My first weekend here at the academy, huh? Not even sure there's anything to do. What place do you guys have? You want to hang out or something? The boredom's already taken hold, huh? Sorry, but I can't hang out much today. I've got a job at the local community center. Really? Wait, the one at the end of town? I work there too! Oh, looks like everyone's busy today. Wait, what? Seriously? You have a job?! Jeez, is it that much of a surprise? But you're rich! You sure didn't hit your head this morning? You sure you didn't hit your head this morning? I didn't think you had much of a work ethic, to be honest. Ouch, you guys are breaking my heart. I guess you're all sort of right, though. It's more of a volunteer work than a job. Oh, and it's pretty altruistic of you. It's also a great place to pick up cute guys. You all should stop by sometime. Maybe I could introduce you. There was a collective groan of exasperation across the room. Just when you were accidentally cool there for a moment. Well, I better head off to work now. See y'all around. What, Philip? What do you mean, accidentally cool? And there they go. The dorm space feels pretty empty and quiet without the two of them gone. With the two of them gone, I should say. I guess you're busy at the cafe today, too? Actually, no, I'm stupidly free today. Sissel was mumbling under his breath as he cleaned up the dishes under the sink. Boss insisted I get a day off. Something like, I'm the one paying ya. If I say you're getting a break, you're getting a break. At least you have some time to relax now. Ugh, what am I even supposed to do with an entire day? Cecil finished rinsing the rest of the dishes and made his way out the door with a huff. Well, I'm heading off too. See you around, John. I was alone in the kitchen now. Tugging at my hair, I leaned back in the chair and stared blankly at the ceiling. Weekends were a time of peace and realization, but no, everyone had to get a job. The only other guy to have a day off doesn't even know how to relax. What am I even gonna do today? This is apparently the Cecil run, so follow that motherfucker. Wait, Cecil, don't leave me. I'm so lonely. That's not actually... For those of you who can't see what's going on. I bounded in the hall after Cecil's retreating back. What do you want? I was wondering if I could just hang out with you today. What? You could literally be doing anything else. But I figured we could spend some time together. Also, there's nothing else to fucking do. Oh, there you go with that mushy shit again. Fine, but I'm not doing anything particularly interesting. So just follow along, I guess. Cecil and I ended up taking a long, relaxing stroll down around Bradley Lake. It sounded a little boring at first, but it was nice to just spend some time leisurely chatting. Cecil also said something about being here for old time's sake. You know, I never had anyone to just relax and talk like this when I was younger. It's kind of nice. What were things like when you were younger, if you don't mind me asking? Pretty nosy, aren't you? Well, I guess I did bring the topic up. Sorry, you don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to. No, it'd do me some good to talk about it. Just don't laugh, got it? Of course. Well, for starters, I lived here in my homeless days after I ran away from West Orphanage. Here, at the lake, specifically at the old cottage deeper in the woods. It was old and abandoned and I needed a place to stay. The place might look creepy, but things are actually really cozy inside. Kept me dry from the rain, at least. The old cottage, huh? My thoughts flickered back to the incident a few days ago. That abandoned wish that showed up from the front of the cottage, didn't it? Hey, Cecil, while you were staying at the cottage, did anything odd ever happen to you? Like, ghosts and such? Cecil scoffed at me in disbelief. Geez, John, you gotta be listening to too much gossip. What, did you hear about the bullshit ghost story about the Black Lady of Bradley Lake or whatever it's called? The what? It's just an old local legend people used to scare her little kids away from the woods at night. Something about a shining dead lady looking for her child, which is ridiculous to even think about. Singing? Don't worry about it. I lived there for years. There was anything particularly weird, and no people in general. It was me. There were some really pretty fireflies here at night, though. Maybe I should show you sometime. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Sounds lovely. Oh, there's the cottage. Oh, God. Oh, God, nothing good happens here. As the two of us continued a long walk, we found ourselves at the cottage in question. Cecil stared at the broken-down building for several long minutes, looking rather nostalgic. You know, now that you brought up the ghostly shit, it kind of reminds me of something. What is it? I'm always still wondering to our conversation earlier. Was that black-haired lady I met a few days ago really a wish? If that were true, someone would have had to wish for her. She looked powerful, but also ragged and worn. Something odd happened here, I'm sure of it. I turned my attention to Cecil, who was scratching his head thoughtfully. The first time I ever came to this cottage was on a rainy day. Oh, look at him, he's so sad. He's so sad. Look at him! You look I want all of you to look at him! It was a few days after I ran away from West Orphanage. Things were pretty rough. I hadn't eaten in days, and I had nowhere to go. Everyone I ran into treated me like a street rat. Scoundrel, take that! And chased me away. Honestly, I really felt like giving up then and there. Why do all the games I play focus on characters that sound like this? So there I was, a little toddler all alone in the woods in the middle of pouring rain. There wasn't much hope for me. I don't remember what happened afterwards clearly, but... Who's that? Remember there was a woman holding an umbrella. I didn't even notice her at first. She just stood there next to me without saying anything. After a while, she sort of motioned to me to follow her, and eventually she led me to the abandoned cottage. The place was old, and there was a lived-in feeling to it. There were old dry towels and even some canned food that managed to keep me going for a while. I never saw her again, but if it weren't for that lady, I probably would have frozen or starved to death. You know, for some reason I can't even vaguely remember what she looked like. Of course, no one remembers what the God damn it. Something is going on. Something the fuck is going on. Wonder how she's doing now. Cecil stayed at the cottage for a few more moments before chuckling to himself softly. What is it? I'm still kinda in shock. Just a few years ago, I was living in a broken down shack and starving to death, and now I'm going to school and making a living for myself. Time really flies, doesn't it? Turned to me with a slight smile on his face before throwing a friendly punch at my shoulder. I've never really told anyone about this before. Thanks for listening, John. It means a lot to me. Anytime, Cecil. It warmed my heart to see him like this. Is this what it really felt like to be trusted? I blinked at him oddly for a moment. A strange thought nagged at the back of my mind. Hey, Cecil, mind if I ask you something? What is it? I don't mean any offense when I say this, but you've been really nice to me since we've met. Not that it's a bad thing. I really appreciate it, but it feels a bit unusual. It's just, why do you trust me so much even though we just met a week ago? Yeah, is it really hard to believe that you're a nice person? You also fucking gave him a hand job. Shit kinda brings a couple people together at times. Cecil looked at me thoughtfully. I could feel his eyes scrutinize me for almost a full minute before he spoke. You know, now that you've mentioned it, you do remind me of someone I know. Someone you know? Yeah, a friend of mine. Oh, more like a mentor, actually. You two kind of look alike. You got the same color eye and a thing for photography. You're both goofy as fuck and and good at lending at you the people who need it. Now, you two are practically a spitting image of each other. Why haven't I seen it before? A spitting image? Suddenly, I felt the camera I hung around my neck almost exhale warmth against my chest. I felt the camera in my hands, inspecting it carefully. Was this my pulse, or did the camera have a heartbeat of its own? What in the fuck does that mean? Night was looming over the horizon, but I saw thoughts swimming wildly through my head. Like a feeling of dread that just won't go away. Is there something I'm missing? Echo said to enjoy my summer, but it's a bit hard to do that when everyone around me seems to be hiding something. Or was it all just in my head? Oh, God damn it. The beeping. The beeping's worse than the breathing. I flipped through my phone idly. It's from someone I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong number? Hey, Gran, don't get angry, but I'm outside JINNY Academy right now. I know I'm not supposed to be outside, but I really wanted to check out the school. The problem is, I'm kind of locked outside at the moment, and there's this creepy guy following me around campus. I might be going crazy, but it looks like he doesn't have arms or a face. My heart instantly jumped into my throat. No arms or a face? It sounded like the remnant we saw 2 days ago. Why was it following this person specifically? Were they important in some way? Whoops, wrong number. Sorry, it must have been awkward. Hey, I'm a student at BriAnna. Do you want me to let you inside? Probably out there than staying out there with a stalker. Long pause before the next test. That would be actually great, actually. I'd love to stay alive. Thanks. I'm sitting at the back entrance. Free. Thanks a bunch, kid. Or friend, whatever the fuck. Well, that's settled then. I'm on my way. Motherfucker, why wouldn't you just go? Like, they're getting chased by some creepy ghost shit. What do you want?
You need to slow down.
You need to pay attention if you don't understand why I would be fucking going nuts at this. Jumped into my shoes and socks and glanced around the room. Echo, did you hear all that? Didn't hear anything. It was a text message. Echo? Looks like he isn't here. Where did he run off to? Useless wish, isn't he? What? No. Looks like I'll have to babysit for you tonight. No. Can't let you run off and get yourself killed. Where's Echo? Why do you even care? How should I know what your wish is? I have better things to do. He's probably off with what you mortals call a lunch break. It's nighttime right now. Hallie shrugs dismissively. As for your second question, of course I care. I may loathe everything about you, but you're useless to me, dead. That like that Team Rocket bit. It's like, if you die, we're out of a job, man. Now hurry up and let that person inside. I'll make sure that you don't suffer lethal damage along the way. Thanks? Whatever, I better go get that person inside, away from the remnant. It's probably safer to have Holly with me than to go alone. I don't feel like that's a appropriate response. This bitch tried to give you concussions and shit. What the fuck? School feels spookier at night. There's an odd chill in the summer air. It's because it gets cold at night. Now where was that person? I hope the remnant hasn't caught up to them. Hello? Are you out there? Oomph! Something suddenly slapped across my face, sending me reeling to the ground. What the hell? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the stalker. Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. You could have given me some warning before backhanding me, though. Sorry about that. It's a bit scary out here at night. Here, let me help you up. Thanks. Looked up and instantly froze. Looking like creation and shit. Huh? Sorry, have we met before? My heart was lurching painfully against my chest. Why were tears welling up in my eyes? I don't even know this person, but it almost feels like I've reunited with an old friend. Looks like your sister, almost. Cameras we wore around our necks suddenly kindled into a warm glow. Emotions welled up inside me that were an overwhelming sense of regret enveloped my heart, almost like memories from another lifetime. What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Did I hit your head too hard? You're kind of zoning out. Well, sorry, I don't know what got over me. Rubbed my eyes and shook my head from the thoughts. I feel like a mess. As I stumbled back onto my feet, the girl watched me like she was holding back a laugh. So you're the guy that's supposed to be rescuing me. I thought you'd be taller. Or maybe a little more heroic. Hey, would you rather I left you outside? Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm totally grateful. I just figured that from your bold text you might be a little more... never mind. Anyway, my name's JINNY. It's a pleasure to not be killed by a stalker tonight. I'm John. Nice to meet you too, I guess. Oh, hey, that's a nice camera. JINNY pointed at the camera hanging around my neck gleefully. I remember buying like one of those like forever ago. Are you into photography? Sort of. I just kind of picked up photography at BriAnna Academy for an easy grade. That's no way to live. You should try to enjoy it more, especially if you're attending a prestigious school like BriAnna. Take tons of photos, capture every important moment. Life is too short to let this time slip. Oh, fucking fuck, she dies at some point, doesn't she? Photographs, after all, are just like little pieces of time. Little pieces of time. I swear I've heard that somewhere before. Yeah, didn't Mrs. Willis say that at one point? It was your fucking assignment. That reminds me, why are you sneaking onto campus this late at night? People usually try to sneak away from school. You could just come here during visitors' hours or something. JINNY gave me a mournful sigh and stepped up at BriAnna's Academy in many buildings. You know, I've always wanted to come to school here, but I can't. I'm sort of kind of under house arrest. Well, not actual house arrest, but I'm allowed to roam around. But I'm not allowed to roam around. Not allowed to roam around. Get out your feet and jump around. Willy-nilly. And so you decided to sneak out and go to a school of all places? Hey, some people aren't lucky like you. I've never even been inside an actual classroom before. What the fuck? By the way, what's it like studying here? You know, besides the crazy armless stalkers that follow you around at night. Well, there's tranquilizer-wielding teachers with chins that look like shapely ball sacks. And there are cute bunnies and vandal classmates riding skateboards. Besides that, classes are pretty boring. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I can't wait to sneak here more often. What the fuck? JINNY was absolutely giddy as she skipped around the parking lot, taking in every detail around her. What an odd girl. She's here. Whoa, give me some warning before you pop up like that. Hallie ignored me, her eyes trained onto JINNY. She was staring at her, barely breathing, her eyes wide with what looked like terrified hope. Hallie reaches out to JINNY, hands shaking violently as if the world was going to collapse around her at any moment. Hallie, what are you... Can she see me? Oh, God. JINNY suddenly walked right through... Oh, no. Oh. Like she wasn't even there, Hallie fell to her knees, choking through a shocked sob. Quickly scrambled to her side. Hallie, are you alright? No, I'm not. Hallie forced herself to take a deep breath before stumbling back to her feet. Never mind me, you two should get indoors before your faceless friend finds us. Let me guess, our faceless friend found us. Everyone froze as an eerie laughter echoed through the night. John, look over there! There was an unsettling shadow teetering across the parking lot, its jointless legs spasming with every stride. There's an ant on my desk. Hey, guess what? Fuck you. How did ants get in here? Oh, hell. I'm gonna have to clean this place, then. Even its movements felt unnatural and inhumane. That's the thing that's been following me! Wait, you can see it too? But she can't see Hallie for some reason. Oi, coward, is this really time to be pondering things? Right, we better head inside. JINNY, follow me. I grabbed the door handle, but it wouldn't budge an inch. Was it locked? No, it feels as though it's been unnaturally sealed shut. Oh, hell no! Roman approached closer, its maniacal grin coming into view. The air felt heavy and charged. Suddenly my knees gave out and I fell to the floor. My heart was hammering against my chest. I felt so tired, as if every inch of my body was weighing down by lead. John, are you alright? Jenny seemed completely unaffected, looking down at me with concern. Found you. Looks like I'm not crazy. You're actually missing a face. Jenny, stay away from it. It's dangerous. What the fuck? Oh, God. Whoa. One of its countless eyes snapping open. What do you mean countless eyes? There's only one. Holy Jesus. There's only one eye zeroes onto Jenny, jittering in a mad dance against his socket. Well, this is quite the eye-opener. This is not the time! In spite of the situation, I couldn't help but groan. Please no, one punny friend is enough. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Your memories lay scattered. Can't remember your other lifetimes. Pity. Ooh, so it's armless faces and crazy. What the fuck are you talking about? This should be freaking you the fuck out. What do you want from us? First time you came here, John, I finally granted your wish. I finally gave you what you wanted. Tell me, girl, why did you interfere? And John, why did you return to the beginning? What? So, do you have any idea what it's talking about? I can't really understand what it's saying, let alone what it means. Looks like it knows your name, though. Are you two friends? Hell no! I want nothing to do with it! Finally, you do something! That's enough talk. I'm putting an end to this. Oh, the lingering comet still lives. Are you still trying to save them? Try all you like. You are the Black Death. You cannot bring anything but misfortune. Do you hear them? While his eyes flared, suddenly every electrical fixture in the city seemed to glare with blinding light. It was abruptly as bright as day, with lights shining from every street lamp, every building. Jenny and I had to cover our eyes to stop ourselves from going blind. Remnant was shrieking with ear-splitting pain, its cries echoing through the night. Soon the light subsided and the remnant was gone, leaving us alone in the night. Looks like it doesn't handle bright light too well. Maybe that's why I wasn't moving when I saw it in plain daylight. Allie knelt over on the ground, burying her furious face in her hands. Her breathing was reduced to ragged gasps. Allie, are you... You... Take Jenny and bring her inside. I've unsealed the door. But leave! Okay, we'll leave. The lights were still on in the lobby. That's a relief. So is this type of normal thing that happens right here? Why does nothing ever faze the main characters? They're all... Okay, I love the story in this game. But nothing ever catches these characters off guard, almost. Nothing ever... No quips are left unquipped. Unless Ginny's backstory is that she sees this shit all the time, she should be reacting to this differently. Unless she's a sociopath or something. What the fuck is going on, and why is she not acting like a fucking person right now? Is this a normal thing that happens around here? Oh yes, it's totally normal to have ghosts and spirity shit haunt around here. It's a time-honored tradition. Again, with the these don't read like sarcastic remarks, they read like pre-prepared sarcastic remarks. Which is, I mean, it's a book, so they are pre-prepared, but I don't know. I really like this game, but... And it is in development. That's the only reason why I'm saying all this. And even I've had to, Psychotic Gamer goes on these long, comedic, criticizing like rants. Like, this doesn't make sense. No one does this. Oh my God! Burns everything down. I was like, bear in mind this is in development, so careful now. He's like, I know, I'm just playing, but. Come on, like, once you get the story done, I really hope it gets refined in terms of writing, and I have faith that it will be, but fuck, man. If you're like, you sent out a tweet, Shirokoi, that you liked it when people were doing Let's Plays. If you're watching, I love your story. The writing needs to be reviewed. I'll take that as a no. Do you even believe in ghosts? No, I don't really, so she definitely hasn't seen this shit. Dying should be short and sweet, but not drawn out in floaty spirits. That can't be very comfortable. We suddenly jump as footsteps come scrambling our way. Shit, it's her. Hide me. What? Jinny lunges behind a counter as footsteps draw near. The footsteps turn into deafening thumps as Mrs. Corliss barrels down to the corner with the fury of a charging rhinoceros. John! Hey, Mrs. Corliss, how are you doing? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, John. Why are you out of bed? Well, you see... Wait a second. Are you wearing a bathrobe? Now that she's up close, it looks like Mrs. Corliss scrambled out of bed just moments ago. Her bright yellow Crocs gleamed against the floor as her hair curls quivered dangerously from her still wet hair. This image is going to be burned into my mind, isn't it? Instead of questioning my fashion sense, I suggest you explain why you are wandering around campus in the dead of night! Well, you see, this faceless ghost was attacking this poor passerby, and I did my duty as a protagonist to... Oh, John, if only you showed this kind of creativity in my classroom. Ouch. It would be nice if you just told the truth. I was once young, too. I know how you teachers often sneak out to meet up with whatever boyfriend or girlfriend you have hidden away. No, it's nothing like that. Just remember that protection is a must. STDs are a real problem, and... not something that just happens to someone else. I believe Mr. Rukov has pamphlets in the diagram in the office. Mrs. Corliss, I promise that I'm not sneaking out to sleep with. Also remember that love at first sight is a lie. Romeo and Juliet claimed to have it and they died 3 days later. What the fuck, man? Buried my reddening face into my hands. Yes, I'll take your advice to heart, Mrs. Corliss. Excellent. Now hurry off to bed and do not get caught again. I will not be so lenient next time. With a huff, Mrs. Corliss turned and walked off, leaving me alone with my embarrassment. Well, almost. That was rather educational. I only groaned, face still buried. Was that your first time getting the talk? Your face was priceless. Oh, my parents never cared. I thought, why does she know who Mrs. Corliss is if this is her first time here or in a classroom? We'll find out all that shit on the next episode because this one's gonna get a little bit, I don't know. This one was a little weird. But either way, thank you all very much for watching this episode. On the next one, we'll figure out a little more about who the fuck this stone cold, nothing phases her bitch is. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained up professional speaking for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!